and welcome to our webinar, Dispatching Alarm Response and Tracking Staff with Mission Control Board from MCDI. As I mentioned, a quick reminder that this webinar will be recorded and sent to your email right after the webinar. I would like to welcome Mr. Eric Method from MCDI, who will be our presenter for today's webinar. Please send us all of your questions during the webinar. We'll be using the question panel that we just reviewed, and at the end of the webinar, we'll have a Q&A panel to answer all of your questions. So for those of you just joining in, welcome. And Mr. Eric, now we're ready to start.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Eric from MCDI, as Victor told you. I'm going to be presenting today our Mission Control Board, which is a module for Securitar or alarm response software. So I'm going to show you the interaction between both and some more features that you can find in Mission Control, and how you can use some examples on how you can use both in your operation. I'm going to stop my webcam to give you more bandwidth for the presentation. And we're going to start by looking at some of the feature of Mission Control. So Mission Control is really an add-on that you can have on top of your Securitar. It shares the database of your Securitar, and with it, you're going to be able to track your staff. That staff might be not only guards and patrols for your Securitar. It can be technicians, it can be delivery staff, it can be visiting salesmen. Basically, anybody who has the MCB app in N. So during the presentation, I'm going to be showing on my MCB app on screen with and the interaction with Securitar and MCB. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect into my MCB app, and what this will do is we're going to see it here. So on the Windows side, I'm showing my pointer in red. So it's going to be showing where I am in the world. So you have access to my location, even my battery level, and the car I'm assigned here, which is essentially a fire truck. MCB is used by various parties in many ways. One of them is dispatching fire truck. It's used like this in the Emirates. Several Emirates in UAE are actually using Securitar to receive the alarm, the fire alarms, and they use MCB to dispatch the fire trucks. And of course, my location here is clearly here inside this cluster where we have seven objects already logged in. Furthermore, in this map, what you're going to see is this is the last location of a car that I use, and you have also the locations from the sites that are coming from Securitar. So when it's installed, when MCB is installed on top of Securitar, it basically uses the accounts and the partitions from Securitar, the sites, and it uses the partitions of Securitar as the checkpoints that we're going to use in MCB. So we're doing it like this because it's possible to get an alarm in Securitar. Like this, I got a burglary alarm, and it's possible to dispatch this alarm to someone using the MCB app, which I can do right now. Fairly easy to do. So we're going to do our alarm processing in Securitar. So you're going to see a lot of things popping on screen. So I have cameras opening directly for this specific location. I have a fogger from URFog that is also available. If I see something on my camera, I can dispatch the response directly to one of my patrol, and in this case, the patrol is this one, and I can write a mission order. Go to something like go check the back door of this location. If needed, I can also add a file. If I need to send them something like the location plan of the location, I can upload this location to the site. So I'm sending this to my guard, and so my alarm is set on the pending. I can keep my recording of the camera here, and here in the app we see that the patrolman received the mission, and the mission as I wrote it. It even says that I'm 200 meters from the mission, and I have the address. I have the street by street in Google that I can follow. So I'm going to write a report as I'm already on site. It can be either from a predefined note. So in MCB, we have ways to make predefined note. You can write them as you want, and you can write them in several languages as well. So either I work with the predefined note or I write my own something like this, all is okay. And with this, I can add a file, and that file can be a picture. So I'm going to make a picture here. Approve the picture, super. I have my note, I have my picture. We're going to see the confirmation presents a little bit later. And then I'm sending my mission, ending my mission. And this upload report will be viewed in Securitar. So in Securitar, I'm going to have, so the report, the alarm is coming back, and this time don't need Fogger. So this time we see that we have this blue color on the missions, where I have the report from the guard and also the picture that was taken at the same time. So I'm going to finalize my alarm here to get rid of it. Here we go. So other things we can do from Securitar to MCB is there is a way to, we're going to go into account management. And in this case, we just dispatch a mission from an alarm, but there are some ways to basically dispatch automatically. So that can be something like, let's see if I have a code for battery. I don't have. If I have a technical code, like let's take this one here. What I can do is I can make an automatic dispatch in Securitar, meaning that I can, when receiving the alarm, the operator won't have to do anything. The dispatch will be automatic. So I can select it to a specific person. I can filter my guards. If I had like 100 guards, the filters would be needed. So I can select either by skill, or I can select a team if I need somebody, more than one person to respond. There's also a possibility to do this selection by simply by who's the nearest at the time. So the nearest, so it's the nearest and the available nearest, and I can select the location. I can say, okay, it's going to be within 8 kilometers, and that can go check the detector and change if needed. So that can be my my automatic dispatch. So this alarm will be sent to the bearer of the MCB app with the criteria that I set. So that is the automatic from Securitas. We're going to look into how we can do it also from MCB. So MCB is the dedicated interface that we have in for the patrol side for the tracking and dispatch of our staff. So we have the list of the employees that are listed, and the color will tell us who's available, who's not available. As for the cars, so when I select an employee, I know which car is assigned to him. So in this case, I have the fire truck. There is a list of the trucks or the vehicles that I have here in MCB. And so there is another one here. So it says possible to switch the car. So that can be done from the base station, or that can be done also from the app. So if my staff is changing cars, so I'm going to give the notation here, full tank, and I'm releasing the truck. And I can switch to another one, and that would be this one here, the MCB. Coupe-moi pas, toi. Coupe-moi pas le breaker. Okay, so I'm going to reserve this other car. It's a bit more flashy than the fire truck. And here we go. And I am now the driver of the company Lamborghini. Something else we can do with MCB is we can geofence our staff. So I can create geofences, two types of geofences actually. It can be authorized or forbidden. So in this case, I'm forbidden to enter this zone, and of course the base station will know. But there is an authorized geofence here that is I must stay in the green area. So that's very useful if you have staff that is assigned to a specific place, like a guard that you supply to a bank, and the guard cannot leave this green area. And that geofence is also paired with the confirmation of presence that you see coming back and nagging on my screen every 5 or so minutes. So I have this confirmation of presence that is done very often. So we're going to see it in the next one. So that is set when we do when we make the details for our staff. So we go into the second page here, and we so that's not Darth Vader, that's me. And show details. Must confirm his presence every 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes, I need to have the phone in my hand and to confirm my presence. So it's in this case, I cannot leave the phone on the table and go to the bar the other side of the street. I literally have to have it, or I need to run fast because I need to have it and within 5 minutes. So the geofences are here, and you can design your own geofences. So, for example, in this case, I put the Kuala Lumpur airport, and the design of the location is already known in the map engine, and it will be drawn this way. In this case, it's literally me who made the location. You have or this one in the Cathédrale Métropolitaine here. There's a tool to edit the geofence that you can do, and you can make your own by doing so first you will select the location, and then you're going to use the tools to make the edit that you want. In some cases, it's very easy to just punch in a location, and the map engine will recognize the contour. But if not, you can make your own, like I did with this location. I selected what I allowed my guys. This is for an authorized zone, so they cannot leave this zone, and you also have a schedule to do this. So if I do this, I have a schedule, and that schedule can be per person. So it's literally between 9 and 5 in this case. So furthermore, what else do we have? We can send jobs. We don't need Securitar per se to do it, so we can send a job. We have an agenda view as well if you prefer to do it like this, or we have the list to know more in depth what we have. And this list will also show you what's been done, what's in timeout, and the likes of it. So to add a job, fairly easy. I can add a mission, I can add a tour. So if I have a mission like this, and I'm sending something, get me a tall latte. Do I need? Yeah, I can request a signature. I can specify when the job will be done. So it can be now, and I can specify what is the delay. So in the first one here, the accept timeout is that job has to be accepted within 15 minutes. Which is the minimum, but it could be, you can give somebody more than this. You can be within a day to accept the job. So you send just the job to your staff, and they take it within the day. And the time of assignation can start now, or it can be on a specific date, and in which you will have a scheduling. You select to whom you send the job, and that could actually be to several persons. But in this case, I'm the only one available, so we're going to go for this here. If you have a file, a specific file, like a floor plan, like we uploaded, it can also be done here. If you need to send a picture of, let's say, the air conditioning that you send someone to service, that can also be the case. A picture of the person that is supposed to be at site. If you do a tour, like at night you visit all the McDonald's restaurants of an area, and you need to identify who is the manager, you can upload his picture as well. And then finally, where do I send my guy? We have many choices. That can be from the checkpoints that you have, and those checkpoints are actually Securitar accounts. Or you can do something like, and I'm sending the guy to this location here because I like the latte from that one better. And here it is. Do we need one of the checkpoints or the tags on that that mission? That is, if you have a checkpoint from Securitar, yes, that can be the case. So I'm going to send my mission, and we're going to receive it here, new mission request, and here we go. So I have the location, I have everything. and I'm going to accept that mission, and I'm going to write a report, and that can be either from the predefined or yes, master with a donut for you. Our signature is needed here, so I'm going to just write like this and save my signature, and I am sending. Do you want to end the mission? Yes. Perfect. Uploading my report, and that report is now in my MCB here. So other things that we can do, we can make some itinerary, so we can preset visits through an itinerary that is coming from our Securitor database. So I can first visit this place, and I can ask my staff to scan a tag to prove, to have a double proof that they were on site, because they have the geolocation, but we can have this as a tag. So the tag are looking like, let me put it on screen. So the tag could be a QR code like this, but it could be an NFC that you tap, and the tag will be validated on site. There are various type of tags that you can use, and they will confirm, double confirm that we have a passage to this. At the itinerary, we can put order, we can put time, and we can also validate how much time they need to be at the site. So that's the duration time. So we can say in this case, it takes 20 minutes to be at the site. Contacts, and of course the reports that will be made to the owner of the site if you need them. Furthermore, a lot of stats is available on the mission, on the checkpoints. You can even follow the timeline of a specific event from Securitar to the dispatch, to the rollout, for example, the rollout of the fire trucks. How much time do they took to complete the geofences? So if I let's this year. So if I select this in geofence, you see how many times the geofences were in interaction or not. And for the presence confirmation, so the in and you see that I'm not very good at confirming my my presence. Furthermore, you're going to see with my colleague Tensi, who's doing the next webinar, actually the same webinar. You're going to see that it can be operated in many languages. So I'm going to log out, and when we log in, you can select which language you can operate. So that will include the Espanol. So Tensi will show you some more on this. So admin password is the default login in MCB. So we're going to get back in, and you're going to see the thing. So we have a big overview of the product. If you have more specific questions, I'm available for this, and my colleague Tensi is also available. She can answer in English or in Spanish if you have questions that you want to write in the chat, for example.
Thank you so much, Mr. Eric, for all this valuable information about MCDI and the software MCV. We're going to have a couple of minutes. If you have any question about how to use this software, or if you have a future project coming up where you're going to be implementing MCDI as well as MCV, please send us a question. We are going to be here for a couple of minutes. And Also, at the end of the webinar, we're gonna be sending the information for engineering team as well as MCDI contact information. So if you have any project you need assistance, we are here to help you. So let's check if we have any questions. Well, at the moment we don't have any questions, so this is a moment if you want to send any question before we close the session. Of course, we're gonna upload this recording at our YouTube channel, EPCOM USA, so you can review there. But then if you have a question, please let us know.
So just in case your EPCOM rep can, of course, channel questions to us, but you also have on screen the contact info of my colleague Tensi, who's handling LATAM and Mexico, and I can be reached through the Montreal, Canada office here.
Thank you, Mr. Eric, and thank you so much for your time this morning. We're going to be sharing this information with our sales teams as well as with our MCDI clients. So we thank you everyone for being here this morning for our webinar, and we invite you to keep checking our website epcom.net, where we publish all our future sessions for the upcoming weeks. So Mr. Eric, thank you so much for your time, and we hope to see you in future sessions.
Thank you, Victor. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Everyone, have a great day. Thank you so much.